sucker shit. We can't afford to have our people making subscriptions to that kind of paradigm. We can't. We can't. We don't want to be living check to check no more, man. Come on, man. We better than that. With all this knowledge we got on ancient African science, shit, we can't afford to have our people making subscriptions to that kind of paradigm. We can't. But it's clear that we're missing. We can't. Some of the information. You got the metaphysics. We don't want to be living check to check no more, man. Come on, man. We better than that. With all this knowledge we got on ancient African science, shit, we can't afford to have our people making subscriptions to that kind of paradigm. We can't. But it's clear that we're missing. We can't. Some of the information. You got the metaphysics. We don't want to be living check to check no more, man. Come on, man. We better than that. With all this knowledge we got on ancient African science, shit, we can't afford to have our people making subscriptions to that kind of paradigm. We can't. But it's clear that we're missing. We can't. Some of the information. Having applicable data so we could take that knowledge in light of its application and materialize our conceptions. We all should be sick of working for people. And if you're sick for working for people, you need to get in tune and do the mentorship program. Someone probably could type in the email, you know, but it's brother Polight 45@gmail.com. Polight. So it's brother Polight 45@gmail.com. Always leave your name and your phone number. It's brother Polight 45@gmail.com. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, we could share knowledge on why Jesus is not real on a different stream. Maybe on YouTube. That's a YouTube stream for me. Yeah, brother Polight. People never cease to amaze me. How they take the time out to come into a conversation, an adult conversation, to spew hatred. At the very least, you could take what I've said into account and make a few less mistakes. At the very least, you can take what I said into account and you can be motivated by it. So there's nothing in this conversation that has anything to do with hating our people. So why spew hate towards me? Why spew hate towards me? Nothing that I'm saying has anything to do with tearing down our people. I'm only speaking to you to uplift you, right or wrong. And it's not like a lot of people in here doing that, but when I do see it, I go, damn, are you an agent or are you just filled with so much self-hate and rage that if someone's talking to our people to motivate them out of being complacent with working to build someone else's dreams, working to send someone else's children to school so that they can make employees out of our youth. This is the conversation we need to have to change our situation. There should be no other conversations that take priority over this one. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? It's self-hate, of course. There you go. You want the old Polight? I can't say it better, can you? Watch the old YouTubes. Watch the old YouTube videos. You can always email me. So I see the phone number there, but email Brother Polight 45@gmail.com. Okay, Sunda Toko, email Brother Polight 45@gmail.com. Email there. Thank you. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That song right 666 views. It's unbelievable. I think one of the downfalls or the pitfalls of this conscious community is that the distribution of information as it relates to what we conceive to be metaphysics or what we contend to be metaphysics versus politics and economics is so disproportionate is so disproportionate that when people start having actual adult conversations, a lot of people's attention span just goes. So for someone to turn around, look, 666 people are viewing. You have way too much of those conspiracy DVDs in your house. That when we're talking about 9 to 5, those are the two numbers we talking about, 9 to 5. $150,000 a year. You don't want to be making $32,000 a year family of 4. You don't want to be making $15,000 a year as an individual. But the only number you focused on is 666. That tells you what kind of information we've been putting into our brain all too often from one year to the next. Our mind has to be on investing at this particular point in time. And people are going to terrorize anybody in a community that's saturated with speculation. People are going to terrorize anyone that tries to make adults or endeavors to make adults out of the neophytes who beseech knowledge in the community. From the time I first started teaching economics in the community, people was like, yo, man, he's all about that material stuff. That's not what our teachers was about. And that's why your teachers died broke. That's why your teachers were in nursing homes. And that's why the people who say those are their master teachers didn't take them out of nursing homes, because they didn't have the power. Because if they did, you think they would leave their teachers in nursing homes? Now people getting sensitive. If our teachers had the ability to keep their teachers out of nursing homes, do you think they would have left them in there? But our teachers can barely afford themselves because their livelihood comes from teaching you. So if they empower you to move on with your life, to do greater and bigger things, they won't have no money, because you will be so busy being an entrepreneur, you won't have time to constantly see them 10, 12 times a year, lecture after lecture. You taking off of work to listen to people. Damn it, if someone takes off of work to hear me speak, I have to educate them about something that makes them more money. How about that? If you take off of work, or if you're spending some sleeping time to stay awake to listen to me, knowing you have to go to work the next day, I respect you enough to say somewhere in between my conversation, I'm always going to incorporate wealth building. I have to. Otherwise, I'll be disrespecting you as my audience, because I got to understand what's taking place. I got to understand what's taking place. And as I always tell people, you can knock me. You can knock me. But guess what? You can't replace me. After you knock me, can you replace me with someone that is going to teach better and greater and from the same perspective? We like to tear people down, but we don't like to replace who we tear down. Everyone has their niche. Everyone has their gifts. But all I'm saying is, as a community, every single body that's teaching should take some time out to teach something on economics. Because that's the elephant in the room. Too many of our people are in this conscious community saying that we don't have no money, or we have a little bit of money, or we don't have enough money. So if that's the case, and that's the biggest grievance that most people have in our community, why on earth aren't more people addressing economic issues? Why aren't the teachers becoming more proficient at economics? Why? Beautiful night. Beautiful night. That's where I like to do my thinking. My wife said, yo, you gotta start doing your thinking on live. Start thinking aloud. Because I like being around water, and I like to walk around the water. I do this circumambulation, and I think. I just generate some thoughts that I believe takes me into the future of what I need to accomplish. Dope how it looks like the water is out there in the background and the reflection. Definitely could come to Montreal. Word. You know, anytime anybody comes with the economic plan or vision, they're going to always tear them down. There's agents sent to you to make sure. Think about it. If there's, again, I'm going to say this again. Can't say it enough. If there's a school system that perpetrates the fraud that they're preparing you for life, and they don't teach you nothing about food, clothing, and shelter for the first 14 years of your school career. You don't think that they're heavily invested in making sure that you never become an entrepreneur? Think about it. If the school system doesn't prepare you to be an entrepreneur, you think they're gonna just let anyone walk in here and empower you with ideas and opportunities for you to become a master of your own destiny? That is to say, to be in control of your economics? Come on, y'all. I'm trying to tell you something. We got to really think about this. The 9 to 5 is the system of heaven that was created for non-blacks at the expense of black people's hells. It's a fact. These are the clear facts. These are the clear facts. You feel what I'm saying? They don't want us to be in control of our own destiny. They don't want you to be a master of your own destiny, so they give you that 9 to 5. So you can't step outside of it. Once you've done it for X amount of years, human beings, we're creatures of habit. You walking with me? We're creatures of habit. That's what it is. We're creatures of habit. We're going to go to work. We're going to go to school. We may go to our religious institution. They got everybody locked in to the same grid. You don't even know that there's an electromagnetic field that exists 60 miles outside of the planet Earth that's connected to human consciousness, that makes consciousness non-local. So non-locality is a phenomena in which if one thing is impacted, something somewhere else simultaneously is impacted because it's connected to it. So human consciousness is connected to each other. So where one person is creating something on this side of the world and they think they have exclusive right to that thought, someone else somewhere in the world on another side of the planet simultaneously is also coming up with something reminiscent to that same idea that's taking place on the other side of the world. That's non-locality. So it's a non-local theme of consciousness. So the name of the goal is to imbue so much doubt in our minds when it comes to being entrepreneurs or masters of our own destiny that so many of us think that it's above and beyond us, that what eventually winds up happening is most of us wind up being sucked into this force field of discontent and a lack of belief when it comes to our potential or capabilities to be masters of our own destiny. Now, this is real talk. And the ancient Kemetic ancestors, they spoke about it. They have their own perspective and jargon that they use, but there's an electromagnetic field that exists 60 miles above planet Earth that connects human consciousness. All animals on planet Earth have their field that connects all of them consciously. Human beings have their field that connects them consciously. It's a fact. And this consciousness is non-local. It has a non-locality to it. Okay? Real talk. It's real talk. And no, I'm not going to deal with is there a God or deity in charge. And I'm saying that with all due respect because the focal point is the 9 to 5. And on this particular stream, I just want to focus on motivating people. I don't want to impact people in the wrong way who may have a belief system. I don't want them to grow in conflict with what I have to say based on economics because they heard me spew some kind of idea that may enrage them or they may conceptualize to be a dissenting view about their religious or spiritual disposition. I want to stay focused. The focal point is our ability to become masters of our own destiny through entrepreneurship. And that can only happen if you start tearing yourself away from the 9 to 5, which is a prison sentence. When I hear 9 to 5, I think of 30 years to life. That's what I think of. When I hear 9 to 5, I think of 30 years to life. I'm going to stay on point. I set out to have a goal tonight. Oh yeah, no doubt. I appreciate you appreciating the information I was sharing about credit earlier. And it goes a long way. It goes a long way. And we'll do another credit class exclusive for Facebook. Just on the strength. We'll do one exclusive for Facebook. Why not? Why not? But I'm going to tell you this. The goal got to be also to move to progressive environments, or environments that have an ambiance that's befitting to who you are naturally, or being a being of nature. Sees palm trees and pool and all that. That helps me think. That puts me in a different space. Seeing graffiti and garbage bags and bars on the window and rodents when the trash moves, or you walk by the trash, all of that leads to more poverty incentives. That's why it's hard to climb out of poverty, because the ambiance in the community is going against the grain. It's going against your better thinking. It's going against your better judgment. Real talk. You go somewhere where the setting is beautiful and you start thinking beautiful. The setting looks progressive, you start progressing. Trees look like they're dying, people are dying in the neighborhood. Trees look like they're living, people are living in the community. Real talk. Moving out has very little to do with, oh, I don't want to be around black people. Little to no reasons that I moved away has anything to do with me wanting to be away from my people. It's a responsibility I had because I'm a husband to my wives and I am a father to my children. So I can't just be sitting here with my black power pride saying to myself, you know what? I don't want to move from the hood because I want to keep it real. I got other things that I got to do. I got people that I'm responsible for. I have obligations to people outside of myself. It's called selfless acts of love. I got obligations to people other than myself. Like I said, you can fake being a revolutionary way more than you can fake being a master of your own destiny because you're an entrepreneur. It's real talk. You can fake a lot of things in this world, but you can't fake wealth building. You can't fake being in a good space, being in control of your destiny. You can't fake that. What about investments, consultation, though? Is that aligned with wealth building? I'm not sure. You should reword the question. But what I'll tell you is this. When I do my $200 an hour consultations, wherever a person is at and what they're trying to approach, whether it's through health or whether it's through wealth, I will give them a plethora of information that they never intended to get. And as far as mentorship is concerned, we make sure that you grow your money during the course of the mentorship. The mentorship program is an investment while simultaneously it's an educational program. It's like a scholarship program. It's like you pay for school. Only difference is when you pay for my schooling, you make money. In fact, the money that you use for my schooling makes you money. Totally different from you paying to go to school, shaking the dice in hopes that after several years, you can make back the money that you used to go to school. And you don't even get a raise after X amount of time that could still be the equivalent or equate to how much you spent to even go to school in the first place. That shit is all some scandalous stuff that they own. That whole student loan thing, you can't even get a refund for your student loan. I'm telling you, but we'll do it because you've been going to school for so many years. People sit out here, work for other people, and then go, you know what? I know what I could do. I'm about to go back to school. They just figure, if all else fail, I'll just go back to school. Fam, you was in school for 14 years, from pre-K to 12th grade, and it got you where? So now you get bored with life, and you think, well, let me do some more school. That's crazy. It didn't get you nowhere the first time. I'm not going to tell everybody drop out of school. I'm just going to say, look at things for what it is. That system was designed to make you a worker, not a boss. That system was designed to make you a worker, not a boss. Real talk. Real talk. Child support, doesn't matter. Hit us up if you got child support issues. We deal with that. We deal with nothing but empowering the people to the best of our ability. If we got the option or the answer, we gonna give it to. We don't, we gonna send you to someone who do got it. So we handle the child support. Come on. We know the system is making money off of both parties, and they trying to put the black man, the black woman at odds, setting off a gender-specific war. We understand what that is. We know what it is. We know exactly what it is. Yeah, man. Let's be out here, man. I like this, though. I like building with you all on. I like it. I like building with y'all. You go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Always leave your phone number. If you're up for staying up late tonight, I'll call you tonight. If you're up for staying up late. If you like, look, I'm pumped up, I'm hoping the brother calls me right now, I'll give you a call. If I don't catch you tonight, I'll call you early in the morning. I don't catch you then, now we in the gray area. It gets tricky after tomorrow morning. But I've been doing my best to talk to people more directly, because I always said to myself, man, when we go to these lecture halls and it's time to raise money, some people only got $5, some people only got 10, some people only got 50, some people got 100. But after all the people that's in that room, we can't come out that room with 10, 20 grand when we're fundraising, and everybody's about being pro-black. Then that's not a fault of the people. It's the fault of the teacher. So I say, you know what? I got to start individually teaching people or sharing information with them so I can contribute to a success collective. Because once we got a collective amount of people that are successful, when it's time to put that money towards a goal, when we have to pool our funds, the success collective has enough money to really stamp a strong impression on that which we are looking to achieve. So it's not enough just to get black people together so we can all pool our funds. What's important is that the people that are pooling their funds can offer a substantial amount of money towards the goal, so we don't have to move so slow, because the reality is you can't expect all black people to just be about a black cause or a black purpose. So those that are about the black cause or about the black purpose may not necessarily have the amount of money they would give if they actually had it accessible to them. Yeah, so credit, repair, all of that. We do all of that. School definitely is designed to make you a worker. That's a fact. We've been talking about that for a little minute now. That's a fact. It's an absolute fact. It's an absolute fact. Word. And so it's just our responsibility at this time. So like I said, the goal is to contribute to a success collective. Maybe we got it wrong. And when you go to school, you realize it's like 30 people in the classroom, especially when you're in the hood. Well, let's say it's only 22, 25. But what we find out is everybody learns at a different pace at a different time. So you have one teacher to about 30 people, one teacher to about 20 people, one teacher to about 25 people. But we come to terms with the fact that at times you need a tutor. You need a tutor. In 2025, I see myself having my own island. I'm already working on getting my own island. It isn't even as expensive as many other things are. You'd be surprised. My goal is to get my own island in 2025. So in school, despite the efforts of the teacher, and it could be a very powerful teacher, but we learn sometimes you got to have an after-school program, or sometimes you just need a tutor to go one-on-one with you so you can get sharper at what it is that you're lacking in. So that's what the mentorship program is about. It's about talking to you on an individual scale so we can sharpen you up on what you may be lacking in, because all the other classes that you have been taking may have you strong when it comes to history, may have you strong when it comes to religion or theology, but you're lacking tremendously when it comes to economics. So you need a tutor. That's all that means. Just need a tutor. Walking with me? You need a tutor. Word. I said, but what do I know? Just a Brooklyn born brother out of Brownsville. Reportedly it's number 4 in the world, or was at least number 4 in the world in worst places to live at. So for me to come this far and for this to be my life, I mean, I still have days where I cry. I still have days where I cry. And the fact people try to take that from me, I just look and I say, man, poverty has made our people miserable. Poverty has made our people pessimists for no reason. Poverty has made our people cynical about anybody who has endeavored to take us to another level or plateau of information. When it comes to doing a grown man and grown women business. If I were to talk to you about some damn UFOs right now, and if I was to talk to you about some melanin and what melanin really is and how powerful it makes us, we'd be in awe right now, because I could spin circles around brothers and sisters when it comes to melanin. But I would feel it's an irresponsible conversation knowing that most of the people listening to the information, who has an inclination to that information, are struggling. It's a fact. It's a fact. And again, I'm going to tell y'all, all I'm focusing on is the 9 to 5 conversation. Don't try to detour me. Because the focal point is 9 to 5. And what I'm telling you is, our conscious community, though they pride themselves in study, they got a very short attention span. Because they want to bring up drama and they want to come in with negative thoughts and ideas and say negative things when it's like, yo, family, we're talking about 9 to 5 and it being a form of slavery or even a prison sentence. Because once you start working 9 to 5, you like to believe I'm only going to do this for about a year. I'm only going to do this for about 2 years. And the next thing you know, that's all you know. And then when that's taken from you, you have nothing. You just wind up going down. You wind up stressed. You wind up depressed. You can't do for your children the way you want. You can't do for your spouse the way you want. You can't go on trips the way you like. But you watch TV, you see other people who propagate and promulgate some of the worst messages they could ever introduce into our community. And you see them living better materially, that is, than you, and you know damn well you deserve that because you're a better person. You feel me? So having said all of that, I know what the woes are. I know what the woes are. I know what the woes are. Man, I love y'all. Like I said, I'm making more effort to do what I do via social media, you know. Each time I create a new form of business or a new income, I always make sure I bring some brothers and sisters along with me. Now I'm doing this club thing, so I'm proud to say we was able to employ 5 black people since my introduction into this club scene. And I mean, it's only 5, but as I keep building up, maybe I could franchise out. The club is doing good so far. Who knows what I could turn that into? You know, I'm happy if I can empower someone outside of myself. When I empower me, people are like, yo, why you don't get back to black people? I don't count as black. My wives don't count as black. My children don't count as black. Yo, listen, you got to start counting my family too. I don't got a regular family. But anytime I empower anyone of my race outside of me, whether they be in my household or in this particular case, the 5 people are not in my household, I'm proud. But I always say I got to do more, I got to do bigger, I got to do greater, but at least somebody's on payroll. you know, I feel good about it. So with growing wealth comes a lot of maturity. And I just got a nice text from somebody. I just want them to know, since they said they watching and they ain't viewed things in a while and they appreciate it for the most part. I read that real quick. I just want to thank you for listening. I'll text you back when I'm done. Thanks for watching me on Vlad, kid. And I appreciate your sentiments about me speaking on Vlad. Come on with the Freemason talk, man. Let's stay focused, man. Those exposed DVDs and Illuminati DVDs, it's compromising the flow of thinking that we need to make sure we take care of our family. Okay, so again, if you're interested in investing in the mentorship program or the consultation, hit me up at brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Brother POLIGHT45@gmail.com. And I will be sure to give you a call. I'm going to do my best to be the one that calls you. Of course, I got administrators, but as far as tonight is concerned, if you're awake tonight, I'm going to call you tonight. We're going to game plan, figure it out, do what we do. But at the very least, if I just motivate you to do better and do more, then I've succeeded and you've succeeded. You'd be surprised what you can do with just some motivation. You'd be surprised how far motivation goes in a person's life, man. You could be motivated from this stream alone, and a year from now really realize that this stream was the catalyst to take you to the next level. So economics is key. Yeah. Oh yeah, we above and beyond all the negativity. Yeah, the website is I Am Brother Polight. My app is Brother Polight. All you gotta do is type in Brother Polight, and that's the app. Of course, follow me on Instagram at brother_Polight. Pride, optimism, love, integrity, gallant, honesty, and trust. Polight. POLIGHT. But email me if you're interested. When you email, put your full name and your phone number. Brother POLIGHT45@gmail.com. Brother POLIGHT45@gmail.com. I thank y'all. I thank a lot of you all for your appreciation. We had a very powerful live stream. I know I'm real calm and relaxed, but sometimes you got to just kick the information like that, you know. Oh, and thank y'all for watching the previous Facebook Live that I did with my daughter and my wife. Particularly my daughter, she's coming out more. She getting in front of that camera. She made me so proud, man. She made me real proud. So check out that one. Probably after the first 15-20 minutes, Matt is on there. She does a real nice job just building, and we talk about homeschool. Powerful. So far, that's got over 330,000 people have seen that post, according to the Facebook analytics. So that's real powerful. Real powerful. I thank y'all for the time. I hope you definitely learned something. I hope you definitely was motivated. I hope it put things into perspective. Do not be complacent with that 9 to 5. See it as a prison sentence. Like I said, I hear 9 to 5. That sounds like a prison sentence. I'm doing 9 to 5. I don't like it. I hate it. And I know it has too many people at a certain point in their life just saying, man, I can't do no better. And anytime anything makes you feel like, anytime anything makes you so complacent as to not really exercise your potential, it's dangerous. That's dangerous. So I don't want us to live like that. I hate it. I'm frustrated with it. And because I can't do as much as lectures as I would like to, because I have all these new business ventures, the best thing I can do is the mentorship and deal with people individually on a certain scale and see how I could better contribute to their lives. So between the consultations and the mentorship, that's what I could afford to do at the moment until I get some freedom in my schedule, because I am in 2 different films right now. I'm ghostwriting music, because I write songs for people to sing in addition to particularly my artists and then other people, and then I'm also ghostwriting books. So it takes a lot of my time, but I'm doing everything I like to do, and that's what's important. And then I got to show up at the club, be the face that's there, and I got marketing ideas that I'm playing with to see what level I could take this club to, because the BET Awards is about to be here, or some kind of award. I think it's BET 2 weeks from now. So I have a projection on what it is we're looking to accomplish. It's going to be a very powerful week. So I will be able to temporarily hire some people here in LA to add to staff for that particular weekend, because it's going to be very busy. And of course, it's going to be a lot of money to be made. And I don't necessarily have to hire extra people, but because we're going to make extra money, it'd just be cool if I could help some people part-time, get some security money or bartender money, or, you know, something just to show love to the family. So, you know, that's what I encourage people to do. As you get more and more successful, as you create more opportunity for yourself, always create opportunity for your people in the process. And of course, people who don't know your business, like you know your business, will always think as you succeed, you're not putting people on. But so long as you know you're putting people on, that's what counts. That's what counts. Oh yeah, and we're gonna turn up again. And those of you that have been come seeing me, as you know on Instagram, I always say DM me, send me your email, whatever, if you're interested in coming and check me out at the club. Thank you all who came out to the club. We had a lot of fun this last Thursday. I went live to show the people, some of the people that came out as Brother Polight supporters. And I'm proud of y'all being proud of me. There was no hatred. I'm glad you came out. So for those of you that came out, all love. I'm going to put the call out again every Thursday. I'm going to put the call out Fridays. I'm going to put the call out. And you know, if you're a Brother Polight supporter, I'll always let you in the club for free. I give you your complimentary drink tags, everything. I make sure you have a good time, because we conscious. So the fact that you listening to me share powerful information that doesn't tear us down, and you could come to a social event and gathering and feel it with that conscious energy, since we all studying relatively the same thing, it's a great feeling for us to be able to break bread under those circumstances, talk with each other, chill. You know, we're not no Negroes. We're not shooting nothing up. We're having a good time. It's in an upscale neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? That's the way I roll. So I just want to thank you all that showed up to the club. And I want y'all to continue showing up to the club. And whenever you're in LA, come see me. Come party with me. And y'all know how I come through. I pull up and everything. And people find out that, yo, this brother's a lecturer. It always makes my day when they find out what I do. I be so happy when they find out, oh man, the brother who be coming to all the fancy cars and the beautiful women, you know, he teach for a living. People always are blown away. And that's the narrative that I want. I always dreamt of being the teacher, that when people saw me, they thought I was probably into sports, music, and entertainment, like in deep. Because I am into sports, music, and entertainment, but on the intellectual side for the services I provide. But you understand what I'm saying? I always wanted to be that dude that when I pull up and people see me in the club, or see the cars, or they see the money, the glitter, the glamour, that they think one thing, and then when they find out that I'm a teacher, they start considering, maybe I need to start reading, maybe I need to start studying. I love that. I love that. It's the dream. I'm living my dream. I want to make consciousness fun. And I want to suggest to people that you can live real good and you can achieve a great deal of material success, and you don't have to compromise your moral integrity to do so. That's my goal. So, you know, just come check me, man. You in LA, you can see how litty we are, man. Y'all know how I do. And last year I did the club at the rooftop, those of you that followed me, for my birthday party, and I was celebrating for over 2 weeks straight. I literally celebrated for 2 weeks straight my birthday, but we did a party on a rooftop at the Beverly Hilton in Beverly Hills. Then I had the bus, had everyone load up in the bus. The bus got the bathroom, the drinks, and all that, man. We was killing them. We had a good time. Had a real good time, man. And that's what it is. I'm celebrating consciousness. It's our time. This time is our turn. Everybody else got to celebrate and do it their way. We as conscious people, we got to start celebrating too. Celebrating the fact that we're not ignorant. Celebrate the fact that we know the truth. Let's celebrate the fact that not only do we know the truth, but we know how to apply the truth. This is no longer a time for people who purport to be conscious to be broke. Let's celebrate with each other. Let's break bread with each other. Let's eat together. Let's make this money together. And I know that sounds weird to be conscious saying, can we make money together? That's probably going to be the next stream. I know we conscious, but does that mean we can't make money together? Yo, if you conscious, why can't we make money together? Maybe that's the title. I'm gonna work on it. But that's the Facebook culture I'm creating right here. I like this. This is going to be the conscious hub for economic empowerment, motivation, and application. How about that? We're not letting no one stop this cipher. This is a movement right here. And y'all part of it, whether you realize it or not. Part of it. So share the video. Definitely share it with somebody that you know needs to focus. If you know some brothers or sisters that's in the streets, find out how to share this video. Send it to them. If you know your mother has been working too hard, share the video. Say, look at this young brother right here. You know your husband, just all he knows to do is work hard. He got to open up his entrepreneurial mind so y'all can do bigger and better things. Share the video. If you know your wife needs to get into tune with this information, get in the groove with the consciousness, share the video. That's also how you participate. This is a movement. So all of you, share the video. These are the videos that you want to pop up on people's feed, because amidst of this video, there's going to be a whole bunch of ignorant things that people are going to share. Some things are going to make you laugh. And the reason why people want to share all these other videos that make you laugh and you joke around, you play around with it, is because they're trying to get away from the reality that life is hard. So there's nothing wrong with laughing here and there, but damn, every day you're going to look at ignorant posts. So share this video. This is a positive post. There's no bashing in this video. I didn't say anything vile, disgusting, or derogatory to anybody. The only point of focus is get out of that modern day form of slavery. Get out of that prison sentence called 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is a prison sentence. Get out of that. And again, you can hit me at brotherpolight45@gmail.com if you're interested in paying for our mentorship or consultation services. Brother POLIGHT45@gmail.com. Brother POLIGHT45@gmail.com. I love and I appreciate y'all a great deal. Thanks a lot. Peace.